Hi guys and welcome back. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I made this mantle shelf, and we're going to be going into a lot of detail about how we made these gable brackets. Hope you enjoy. So, as I'm sure you've seen by the thumbnail what we're making today. Now I'm not going to show you the whole shelf process because really the top's just a top and a bit in the middle, but what I really want to focus on is showing you how I make the gable brackets for underneath it. So what I've done is I've marked out on this piece of ply the pattern that I want to use, so I'm going to cut that out on the bending saw, and then I've cut these blanks that will be which will make up the gable, so we're going to cut them out oversize. And then what I've done is, because I haven't got a proper router table, I've inverted my router onto a board with a pattern bit in it, so we're going to use that to copy the patterns out. And yeah, should be good. I hope like someone takes something from this really, because it just needs to show that you don't need a massive great big workshop and all the gear to make something like this. You know, it's relatively easy really. Even if you haven't got a bandsaw, you could cut this out with a jigsaw and just use that. So yeah, we're going to do that. I'm not going to record fitting it in the customer's house. I'm just going to show you making up the gable base in here. So yeah, it's going to be good. Let's get on with it. Okay, so like I said, we're going to cut this shape out here, the outer one. Ignore this bit, just practicing there. I do apologise if the audio and the visual isn't as good as it normally is, but I'm on my GoPro because I don't want to get my big camera all covered in dust. So yeah, we're going to cut this out, and we're going to cut out these blanks down here as well. Okay, and there we have it. That's our shape. So it's not too bad. Just going to run a bit of sandpaper around that to clean that up. But like I said, yeah, it's not too bad. It's important just to take your time at that stage. Cool. Okay, so that's all my patterns marked out. I'm going to cut these off the line, so then we can use the router just to go around them afterwards. Okay, 7 more of them to do. I'll bring you back when they're done. Okay, so here we are. Like I said, I've got a pattern bit in there. I've screwed my template over the top. Now, little disclaimer, if you're going to do this, obviously be sensible. Slow that router down. That's a big cutter. You don't want this going full whack. And just mind your fingers. Do you know what I mean? Take time. There's this isn't a race. Do you know what I mean? Just nice and slowly. Take your time. There we have it. So you might be asking why we're outside. This obviously makes a lot of mess, so I want to fill my workshop up, but that's it. Yeah, patterned like that. So yeah, just take your time, nice and slow that router down. That was still a little bit quick, to be honest, but yeah, got 7 more of them to do. Okay, so we've got all our pieces cut out. Now there's one more thing that I want to do on the bandsaw. If you imagine the shelf's going to sit like this, and then the rail that sits through here, I want to do a notch out of this back rail so I can screw it in from behind, so when it sits on the wall like that, it's fixed in. So yeah, we're just going to do a notch out of here on 2 of these pieces, just so we can screw that back brace in. You'll see a bit more when I come and put it together. So it's all hidden, and I only want to do it on 2 of the pieces because obviously I don't want to see that end grain of MDF coming through the edge. So yeah, we're going to do that cut out, and then we can do some assembly. Okay, so I can show you a bit better now that I've marked it out, but that's basically going to be the cut out. That lighting's terrible, sorry about that. Might be a bit better. So yeah, that's going to be the cut out through there, so I can screw the middle brace in from the back. Okay, so that's all our pieces made. I've done the cut out on them 2 inners, so we're just going to put it all together. So I'm going to simply just glue and pin it together because I don't want loads and loads of visible marks on there. So yeah, I'm going to bring you in a bit closer and we're going to do that. Okay, so now we've got them all together. I've gone round, I've given them all a good sand up. They still need a bit of filler, but they're pretty good. But what I'm going to do is take my little 1/4 inch router. I'll explain about this base in my next video, so stick around for that. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and you'll see that. But we're just going to put a little tiny round over just to break these edges. Okay, so I've got to do a little bit more clean up on them, but that's all pretty good. So this is going to be my back piece, so I'm just going to put that little round over detail on the bottom edge of that as well. That's going to be a stopped round over actually, because where it sits like that, we don't want to round into that corner. So let's do that. Cool. Right, I'm going to sand all this up. I'm sure you don't want to watch that. Bit of filler, bit of sanding, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so that's all my pieces all sanded, cleaned up, round overs on, obviously got the notches on the back, so this bit's going to be sitting like this and like this to give me 2 gables. And then you can probably just see out of frame there, that's my top, the shelf that's got to go on. So I'm going to get that all put together, and then yeah, I'll come back and have a little chat with you. Okay, so that's that bit all together. I'm going to take my top now, and I've marked on here where this needs to go. Obviously centered that way round. So yeah, we can get that attached to there, which is just going to screw through from the other side. And then yeah, then I'll go and fit it. But that's it really. I'm going to roll some shots now. I'm not going to show you me just screwing this together. And I'm also not going to film in the customer's house, as I said. But what I'm going to do is I'll take some pictures. So now there'll be some pictures of just what it looks like in place. And then I'll come back and have a chat with you at the end. So there we have it guys, the thing's all together. You would have just seen the photos of it installed, but I'm actually going to go and install it now. If you've got any questions on any of the techniques I used in this, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, and I'll get back to you there. But if you like this sort of thing, hit that subscribe button, ding that bell, you'll be up to date with all of my videos. We've got loads and loads more videos coming out. The channel has just hit 2,000 subscribers, so I want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you for that, because that meant a lot to me. When I started this up, I only wanted to hit 1,000, so I've doubled that. So I'm really happy about that. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Cheers.